Hello, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 biggest mistakes you might be making as a beginner in Dead by Daylight because you suck! First thing that might be the most important on this list is that you should never buy killers or survivors as soon as you start the game. Yep, put the credit card down, you can buy Sable Ward later. As tempting as it may seem, it's a horrible idea to purchase things as soon as you start the game. Not only are you wasting precious monies, but you're also making matchmaking harder. This is because when you buy a killer or survivor for the first time, the game takes it that you actually earn the currency to buy these killers and survivors and put you against harder matchups, which will obviously make you quit the game in 2 seconds. Instead, as a beginner, you should just go to the Rift Pass because at a certain level, you can actually get these shards, and what they do for you is that they help you buy multiple things, 2 of them being killers and survivors. While you can't get popular killers like the Ghoul and the Animatronic, you can still get decent ones like the Knight and the Skull Merchant. The second mistake that beginners are doing is buying skins as soon as they begin the game. I don't even know how the hell you get the currency to buy skins as soon as you start the game, but I've seen some beginners with legendary skins, so I just want to break it down for you guys. I know some skins can seem really cool, and some of them can have a secret benefit like this skin for the Ghoul, which actually makes him way more quiet instead of just screaming every 10 seconds. But overall, if you even have cells, you should just save them and use them for survivors and new killers, which can actually help you with your gameplay. Side note, don't be a stinky little gooner and buy the Sable Ward skin. I genuinely can't even blame you for buying it, but still. Stop gooning! The third mistake is blindly purchasing killers or survivors. Don't just buy a killer because you saw that cool YouTuber use him and cook up. You're not that YouTuber. He's a pro. You're just you. Before buying a killer or survivor, you should always ask yourself, am I going to learn this character, or am I just going to let it sit in my inventory like the Sable Ward body pillow in the corner of my room? What? I don't have that.
Pardon my French.
It's still a really good idea to check out tier lists to see what's in the meta currently, so you don't just blindly purchase a killer and be like, what? But if you're just lazy, you can just use ChatGPT to find an average tier rating for that character. The fourth mistake that beginners do in Dead by Daylight is not bringing any items. Be useful for once! You should always bring a medkit to heal others and possibly yourself if you do it correctly, a toolbox to complete generators quicker, and a flashlight to show the killers the sun! My eyes! Eat shit, Jimmy! Shut your fucking— The only time you shouldn't bring an item is if you're somehow flat out broke and can't even purchase the cheapest meal at McDonald's, but you still always bring an item. The last mistake that beginners make in Dead by Daylight is not paying attention to the music and sprinting at random times. When you hear the song getting louder or more instruments are being added, this means that the killer is coming toward you. However, in some cases, it just means that the killer is closer. It's not coming toward you all the time. You shouldn't sprint though, because you leave marks that only the killer can see and it helps some find you easier. Now look at this sneaky little clutch!
If you hear the music getting louder while you're doing a generator, it's always a really good idea to check around.
Enrique!
And since I was being really aware of the killer and the music, I managed to just dodge a chase basically. And I did it once more.
Did you see how sneaky I was? When you hear the music getting louder or more instruments are being added to the song, it's always a pretty good idea to consider about checking around your area if the killer isn't chasing anyone else. That is all I have to say for this video. If you enjoyed it, please smash the subscribe button and like, and please check out the Twitch in my description. Thank you so much.